Hi, this is Miss Gray, and I want to show you how to use your calculators to solve problems with scientific notation. You know why? Because I want to make your life easier on you and on me. So let's look and see, how do we use our calculator for adding and subtracting. I already showed you how to do this by hand, but let's make sure you know exactly what to do. On your calculator, you're looking for the button that says EE. For this calculator, it's right above the number 7, but since it's yellow, I have to push second and the comma so I can get to it. Helps if the calculator's on. So let me solve this problem. 8.0014 times 10 to the 7 would be entered like this. 8.0014. Then when I hit times 10 to the 7, I just did second, E, and then the number 7. Now I'm going to add to that 1.11 times 10 to the 5th. So it goes like this, 1.11 second, E, and 5. See, I don't push times 10 because that's built into this EE button already. When I hit enter, I get the answer. So let's write this down, 25000. I just showed you how to change a number from regular decimal notation to scientific notation. Let's do that now. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 spaces over. So we would call this 8.0125 times 10 to the 7th power. And that's the answer. That's how we use our calculator for scientific notation. I can also change this number to scientific notation if I push mode, then I arrow across to Sci for scientific notation, and then hit enter to select it. Then when I quit out of there, I can push enter and it changes my decimal number to scientific notation. Fair warning though, if you have your calculator in scientific mode, then all your numbers will be in scientific notation. So you might want to change it back to normal later on when you're done. Let's try part B, 7.002, then the E button, and the 5 for my power 10 to the 5th. Then I subtract 1.3 second E, and my power is 6, 10 to the 6th. Then when I push enter, I have the answer already. Notice I took a smaller number minus a bigger number, so my answer is negative. So I have negative 5.998 times 10 to the 5th power is my answer. That's it. Isn't that easy? Well, let's do multiplying and dividing just to be sure that we got this, okay? So we'll try a multiplication problem and a division problem, and then I'll show you with a different calculator where to find the E button. Okay, so multiplying. 3.10, then it says times 10 to the 4th, so I do second E 4 times 9.44 second E 3. Then when I push enter, I have my solution already, 2.9264 times 10 to the 8th. Please do not write it in here as 2.9264 E 8. That's what your calculator says. I need you to know that the E means the same as times 10 to the something power, right? So this is the answer we want. Don't put the E in your answer. All right, let's try the division problem, and then we're done. So 4.21 E, don't forget the second, then the E, and 2 for my power. Then we're going to divide by 1.45 E, negative 2. Notice this button here. This is where I change the sign. It's not this where I'm subtracting, okay? And then my answer is 2.903. Oh, that's way more decimal places than I need, right? Times 10 to the 4th power, and that's it. That's how you're going to use a calculator for scientific notation. Now, question of the day. What if my calculator's not fancy like this? No big deal. Let me show you. I have another calculator. This Canon calculator is in every science classroom. So the E button on these ones is right here above the 7, just like it was on the TI calculator. It's above the 7. On a Casio, you usually find them along this bottom row next to the equals sign, and the button might say something like times 10 with a little X. You might have a button like that if it's a Casio calculator. So look for those buttons when you're working with scientific notation, we're going to use the calculator to make your life easier. That's it, guys. Talk to you next time.